Hey guys, I thought I'd do a quick side-by-side comparison between the Nextorch MT10 and the MT20. These are two multi-tools that I received recently from Nextorch and really like them both. So I want to show you the differences. Now, both of these tools feature something unique in that they have both pliers and scissors, full pair of pliers and a full pair of scissors included. Okay, so that's them all kind of opened up. Okay, and of course, to just make it more, more easier to operate, you just close up the tool that you don't need. But let's firstly have a look at the scissors. And I really like these larger pairs of scissors that you get with both models. I use them pretty often as I do crafting and stuff like that. And the MT20 here on the left really has some special scissors on here. They call these rescue shears. Okay, and the MT20 is marketed more towards an emergency services, law enforcement, maybe adventurers out there, climbers, hikers, stuff like that. So the scissors, as you can see, are a lot chunkier. Okay, they're thicker. And there's also a serrated edge. So this is really going to do a much better job in terms of cutting. And I have separate reviews of these if you want to see the cutting abilities. But, take it from me that the MT20 here to the left, it just cuts through a whole load of materials like butter, cord, cuts through even thin metals and plastics. It'd probably cut through now if I forced it, but I just don't want to ruin the cutting edge. Whereas the MT10, it's more of like a general purpose scissors. You'd be able to cut things like, I've got a USB cable here that I was playing around with. I mean, look at that. Just cuts through that super easily. But if there's any metals and stuff like that, you're probably going to run into trouble. And yeah, unless you really need these shears, these rescue shears, the MT10 does the job. But, just so impressed with these scissors here. Mean business. So let's compare the pliers now. And the pliers are easier to deploy on the MT10 because they just fold out like normal, whereas when these fold out like normal, you only get the scissors. So in order to get the actual pliers out, you've got to unfold it from the inside and then fold it back in again like that. And in my opinion, I think the MT10 is just a little more comfortable, feels more balanced. Just as you can see with the MT20, you're holding a larger chunk of material there, pretty much the entire tool. So it's a little bit more awkward, but, gets the job done. There's no issues. They both have pretty much the same design, but I do find that the MT20 just looks a little more put together. The edges are cleaned up nicer. It just looks a bit more premium altogether. These cutting edges as well are a little larger compared to the MT10. A little bit larger, but you've still got, for soft wire, hard wire near the back there. Same sort of deal with the MT10. They're exchangeable as well, so once they wear out, you can replace them. Let's fold that back in. That's all the insides. So both of these tools pretty much can access everything from the outside. So from the outside, you've got a glass breaking bead here for the MT10. You don't have anything like that for the MT20. You could probably use the edge of this though. Okay. But yeah, all the rest of the tools are open from the outside. So, you know, for instance, you've got the blades. So that's the main blade. There's a locking mechanism here as well. So you just press close in for the MT10, and same with the saw. Now, one thing I've noticed is that the saw and the blade is significantly larger on the MT10. See? Significantly larger. So you get another inch or so on, which might be what you need. Okay. Oh, these are still a decent size, but interesting observation. There's same locking mechanisms as well, but you know, overall the construction of the MT20 feels more premium, more put together. And yeah, the edges are just smoothed off nicely as well. Might also be due to that stone washing process that they put it through. There's a bunch of screwdrivers and stuff that you can access. So you've got this one here, which is just, it's actually a cutting hook, cutting straps and cords and stuff like that. And then you've got this, this other tool here, basically just a flathead screwdriver. No Phillips head screwdriver in there. Though the interesting thing is that this can be removed, and the pliers actually has a attachment in there that allows you to store another kind of bit. So I think probably Nextorch are going to introduce some accessories for this. Okay, but you can remove that, potentially put in something else later, store it away inside the tool. Let's have a look at the screwdriver attachments, the smaller attachments anyway. So you got a Phillips head here with that same cutting hook for cords and stuff like that, straps. You've got a bottle opener, can opener, and also a wire stripper. Dedicated can opener, dedicated bottle opener, and flathead screwdriver on there. Okay, that's pretty much it for the MT10. The other side is just the scissors. Those are all the tools in there. You have a clip. Both these have a clip on the back. But something interesting that you do get with the MT20 is that it comes with this oxygen tank wrench, which I'm assuming in emergency services would be useful, maybe scuba diving. And there's also this feature that you can unlock here that cuts zip ties, plastic handcuffs. So again, that's where this sort of law enforcement influence seems to come in as well. There's a little blade there that it seems to push on and will cut through a variety of different materials in there, and you just lock it up like that. So it's definitely pretty unique. It's nice, that kind of fidget toy even with this. But yeah, I hope this was helpful. In terms of which one I would get, if, you know, funds were an issue, this one does the trick for like 99% of things. But I mean, this is really, the MT20 is really the overall, I think, the much better built model. But, you know, there are some things in there that you may not use. For example, this plastic handcuffs cutter, the oxygen wrench, you know, and also the fact that the blades are a little shorter as well. You might need longer blades in your multi-tool. So, yeah, if you have any questions, let me know down below in the comments. There's probably something I missed out. And yeah, I'll get back to you. But yeah, let me know what you think. And if you like the video, do me a favor, click the like button because it helps me to just get it out to more people. And if you want to see more tools and gear reviews, make sure you subscribe.